Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Kewanee High School for tonight's matchup between the 2-1 fresh sophomore Riveter Boilermakers of Kewanee and the 0-3 Bureau Valley Storm. So we come into this game after a week one win. That was the last time we were in the booth. I'm here with my partner, Colton Phil Howard.
It's been a couple weeks since we were last in the booth, Jim. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back indeed. So, the starting quarterbacks tonight for the Kewanee Riveters. We talked with Coach Hahn prior to tonight's game, and he said they will be alternating possessions in between the quarterbacks, so it will be fun to watch those two.
Who are the two
Duke it out.
quarterbacks? Isaiah Ince and who's the other one?
Tonight's quarterbacks will be Isaiah Ince and Braden Jones. He had quite a week one game performance there, and it was really fun to watch that. He sparked the plug there for the Riveter offense, and so they took the week one win there. And in week two for the Boilermakers, after that week one they took the win 12-6. They took a heartbreaking loss, 38-15, Erie Prophetstown in week two away, and at Mendota they took a win, 16-8. So it'll be interesting to see. The Boilermakers have totaled 37 points here of offense here in the first 3 weeks. Let's see what they can do tonight as we near kickoff.
And I'm assuming this is the first week we see the alternating QBs.
It will be.
So.
Yeah, it was Isaiah Ince he got slammed to the ground if I remember last game, and they put in Braden Jones, and he had quite the drive, led them down.
Like you said, he was a spark.
He hit his receiver, Josh DeWante. He is quite an athlete as well, the freshman kid.
You got him. This team has a couple good freshmen. They got their quarterback. One of the two quarterbacks, Isaiah Ince, is a freshman. Camden Murray had the big game week one, had the 2 picks, if you remember.
I remember Camden Murray, a great defensive player for the Kewanee Riveters.
I want to say Abraham Hicks had the game-stealing interception.
I remember that. Yeah, Abe Hicks, it was a one-possession game, and Bureau Valley was coming down the field, and it was intercepted right in front of us right there at about the 30-yard line. That was a heck of a play by Abe Hicks. And so both teams gathered at the sideline. It's a beautiful day here inside the stadium, ready to go. Homecoming week, getting kicked off here. Week 4, junior varsity football here.
You played in a homecoming game,
YouTube
Jim. What's
channel.
that like? What's that feeling
The
like?
atmosphere is different for homecoming. You got the dance the next day, and you really want to win that game. Unfortunately, last year, I wasn't so fortunate. Our team wasn't so fortunate. We lost to Hall 26-14 last year. It was a very good game, but even though we lost that game, it was very fun. Just a great energy inside the stadium. Everybody coming together to celebrate. Everybody coming back home from college and everything for a little bit. So very fun. As we near kickoff here, mostly sunny, 73 degrees, 6 mile per hour southwest winds. And so we'll see. There is a kickoff this time. There are special teams.
We're
Sherrard,
back.
I have the inside scoop. Sherrard, they were missing 2 players, or they were shortage 2 players, so they did not have enough for a special teams unit.
That makes
But
sense.
today, Bureau Valley will kick off, and Kewanee will receive.
We got Abraham Hicks and Josh DeWante back to receive the kicks right now.
And woo! Look at all these fans here showing up today. This is an even bigger crowd than the week 1 here.
And then the kicker would be Tice Barkman.
Tice Barkman,
24.
set
Tice
back
Barkman.
to lead Bureau Valley Storm. Great day here. Homecoming week just about underway. And the kick underway here. Taken there at the 37-yard line. Damian Taylor, freshman, recovers it. And that's where Kewanee offense will start off.
I don't know if that was meant to be a pooch kick or if that was a missed kick, but either way, Kewanee's got the ball.
Yeah, it looked like it was a bit of a squib, I'd say. That was the correct term for that kickoff. And coming out to lead the offense for the first offensive possession, Isaiah Ince, freshman kid. Graduated 8th grade over there at Central Junior High School.
We got Kingston
He's in the
Peterson.
shotgun.
Kingston Peterson lined up at running back.
Kingston Peterson. Ince pass to the near side.
Duante's
And
got some
Duante down the sideline. He stayed in bounds, tiptoeing the near side to about the 46-yard line. And week 1, it looked as if Isaiah Ince, they were going more under center about every time, and they start off here out of the shotgun and screen pass there to the near side for Josh Duante.
The screen's a good way to get the offense started, you know. It's a quick play, get the ball into your playmakers. Josh is arguably their best playmaker, so you got to get him the ball as often as you can.
Well, him and Gunnar Salisbury are two great playmakers. Shotgun again, snap taken, run up the middle, taken down in the backfield. That is Kingston Peterson on the carry.
Dane Stewart with the tackle. That was a nice play by Dane Stewart.
Dane Stewart.
Ron Dane Stewart, former Wisconsin great. And
we also talked to Coach Matt Wesolowski. Coach Matt over there on the Bureau Valley sideline. He told us their starting quarterback today is Brandon Carrington. Brandon Carrington, number 13, so we'll see him come out for their offensive possession. Shotgun again for Isaiah Ince. Snap taken. Throwing, far side, intercepted. Over there, tip drill.
Brandon Carrington on the pick.
Brandon Carrington, I was just talking about them, their quarterback. With the interception, they'll take over at around the 43-yard line.
It's kind of a high throw, went through the hands. Did you see whose hands it went through? Was it number 20?
It went through the hands of Landon Greenhagen.
But it was kind of a high throw.
So an early turnover there for the Riveters. And the ball is at about the 46-yard line for the Bureau Valley Storm. Near side over here, the receiver, Morgan Manshine. Run up the middle. Gain of about 3 yards.
Tice Barkman on the carry. He looks like he's their starting running back. Tice Barkman.
5'9", sophomore, 175, good size.
He's built well for a running back, especially for a sophomore.
For a sophomore, 175, impressive. That's more than me. I'm a lightweight.
Lean and mean, though, Jim.
That's one way to put it. Back there in the shotgun, Brandon Carrington takes a snap, handoff there, up the middle.
Dane Stewart on the carry.
Dane Stewart, 180 pounds. He's a freshman. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 yards.
Do you think we see BV throw a pass for the first time, Jim, or do you think they keep it conservative on the ground?
I think you'll see a pass play right here. It looks like they're going from the shotgun. Back there to the quarterback's left is Tice Barkman.
Number 3.
He goes in motion along with the carry there. Tucker Shane got space down to the 31-yard line. That's a first down for the Storm.
Tucker Shane went in motion there and got the handoff. Freshman.
So Bureau Valley moving the ball early against this Boilermaker defense.
It's a nice crowd, nice turnout today.
Like I said, homecoming week. Everybody wants to see some early football before the matchup on Friday.
We got 1st and 10, balls on the 31.
1st and 10.
Still scoreless game.
Split back formation. And looks like
Olive Kiwani jumped.
Kiwani was drawn off sides. So make it a little easier first down, 1st and 5. 1st and 5 for Storm. This clock runs here, 6:45 left in the first quarter. And they are all the way down at the 26-yard line.
I think the first game we commentated, Jim, we didn't even get the ball in the red zone. Neither team did till about, what, the second half or
The
so?
second half. It was a scoreless game there as we went into halftime. In that first game, week 1, back when
Low snap.
Low snap, fumble. Takes it far side. Tackle down for a loss. So it was a muff snap by the quarterback, Brandon Carrington.
Landon Greenhagen and Kingston Peterson combined on the tackle there.
They were back there for the stop. Made sure he did not get far at all. 2nd and 6 now for the Storm. Minor setback for them after the encroachment by the Riveters.
Yeah, 2 yards back on the broken play there, so let's see if they can get another big play.
Bureau Valley really likes this split back formation. Snap taken, handoff to the freshman kid up the far side there to about the 25-yard line. Stewart with the carry.
Going to have about 3rd and 4.
Dane Stewart makes it a manageable 3rd down for the Storm. Boilermakers looking for a stop.
Obvious 4-down territory here, so wonder what BV does on this play. If they just try and get a couple or if they get it all right here.
Gonna have to see what they will do here. Quarterback Carrington. He's a good size, 6'2", sophomore, 160. Good build for a sophomore. In the shotgun. And toss near side. He broke free. Down, and he's got the 1st down. Ball out!
Are they going to rule it a fumble or are they going to rule he was down by contact?
They said he was down. So it'll be a 1st down for Bureau Valley.
Kiwani had a couple of plays there to make that stop, a couple missed tackles. BV, for being winless, is moving the ball rather easily right now.
Coach Wasilski told us before the game they played well against Hall. They were very competitive, and it was a very close game, so we'll see how they build off of that. Shotgun snap
First
taken.
pass of the game, quick
Throw
screen.
far side, screen, and he takes it for a gain of about 8 yards.
Blake Foster on the catch.
Blake Foster.
Freshman. BV's got a decent amount of young kids. They're about 50-50, I'd say.
Looks like the majority, actually Kiwani is freshman, and Bureau Valley has more of a 50-50 mix in between freshmen and sophomores. Kiwani, a young team, it's JV team, looking to build off of a 5-4 record last year. Snap taken. He missed the handoff, but he takes it up the middle anyway. Spin move down inside the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down. That'll move the chains. Over there, chain gang, varsity. It consists of Brady Clark over there, the quarterback for the varsity team. Senior led over there with his friend over there. Receiver, teammate, Ben Taylor, and Ontavion Thomas over there. Great chain gang, great group of guys over there.
Brady had a good game last game. What did he throw? 3, 4 touchdowns? How many did he have? I think it was 3.
He had 4 touchdowns as quarterback.
Still, I'm sure.
Carrington, shotgun.
Another
Snap
low snap.
taken. Up the middle, down about the 6-yard line. A gain of about 4. Ball carrier was Tice Barkman. Sophomore kid.
The ball inside the 10, 2nd and 6. They can still get a 1st down here. Still scoreless, Jim. About 2 minutes to go, 1st quarter. Going by quick.
It is going by quick. Well, the time of possession is definitely in Bureau Valley's favor. They're moving the ball well, and they're eating away at that clock.
Kiwani can't stop the run right now. Just getting about 3 to 4 yards. That's all you need.
Kiwani looks to be in man coverage here. Snap taken, handoff. Run up the middle, not much room. No gain.
Nice play by Oswaldo Sanchez, the captain.
Maybe a gain of about half a yard.
We called his name a lot in the first game, Jim, Oswaldo Sanchez.
Oswaldo Sanchez. He's great in there, I believe. There's no Ari Simmons today out there.
I think he gets some varsity time.
He does get varsity time, but in there, Landon Wurr up front, along with Can Griffin. He's a lively kid. Fake handoff, up the middle, and touchdown, Storm. Bureau Valley strikes first on a rushing touchdown by Brandon Carrington.
Like I said, for being a winless team, they look good on that drive.
Lightning quick drive for the Storm there. So 6-0, and appears that the Storm will go for 2 here. So same formation as it looks like. It looks like they're in the pistol. Snap taken, handoff up the middle, and he scores. So an exclamation point off of this very successful first drive for the Bureau Valley Storm as they take an 8-0 lead over Kewanee.
Now we will see a QB change here. Isaiah Ince will be out, and who will be in, Jim? Remind me.
My man Braden Jones. Braden Jones.
We
The
talked to
whole
him.
sophomore class of Kewanee is rooting on Braden Jones. So we'll see what he's got here for
We talked to him before the game. He said, "Make sure you call my name." He said, remember
Camden
the name.
Murray.
Camden Murray. My fault.
Camden
My
Murray.
mistake.
Said he said keep an eye on him. He's looking to make an impact today. So we'll see what he's got. He plays both sides of the ball, receiver and defensive back. He's a great athlete. So down on the field there, just as we saw in the home game here for JV Week 1,
Let's see if
Matt Taylor down there, along with first-year head coach Jared Hahn, as he leads his team in Week 4 here with a record of 2-1.
I like that Matt Taylor's out there coaching the kids as well. Varsity coach. Off to a really good start this year.
Yes, they are. He's preparing them for the next level, really. Matt Taylor is always looking for new guys to maybe bring up to the varsity level. So maybe it even goes down to the freshman level, really.
Mm-hmm.
So
Never know when
kick
you're-
off here, second drive.
Deeper
This one's
kick.
deeper. Fielded back there.
Abraham Hicks on the
Abe
return.
Hicks. He's got room
Can he
down
get the edge?
near side. Down to about the 43-yard line.
First,
There's a return of about 18 yards.
first contact by Trice Barkman.
Trice Bargman makes sure he doesn't get any more than that. So here we go.
Kewanee's got good field position. Again, they got the ball this time on the 43, right around where they had it last time. Let's see if they can take better care of the ball here. Like I said, we will have a quarterback change in. And they were true to their word, Jim.
They were. They didn't lie to us, as we see out there. Braden Jones, quarterback who sparked a late rally in Week 1. Takes a snap, running left side, and stopped in his tracks for no gain. Great play over there.
Looks like number 75 and number 22 in a gang
Dylan
tackle.
Howlett.
Blake Foster, Dylan Howlett.
Dylan Howlett and Blake Foster over there for a gang tackle.
BV seems fired up today, Jim. They want to get their first win.
BV very motivated,
Trying to spoil homecoming week.
or at least the start of it here. Hopefully Boilermakers can turn the tide here. Get some life in this offense. Shotgun, low snap, drops back to pass. And he's hit when he throws, and it's caught over there. And he's got room. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Camden Murray on the catch.
Camden Murray.
Kind of had to wait for it there. Good job coming back to the ball. It's kind of an underthrow. That's I don't know if they'll get another playoff before the quarter. There's about 14.5 seconds left.
Gain of 29 yards. Down to the 31-yard line, 14.5 seconds left to go. Bit of a broken play there as Braden Jones tried to buy time. And he rolled out to the near side and found his man.
Haven't seen much of Gunnar Salisbury this game. I don't know if he's...
I believe I saw him getting taped up before the game, so maybe a bit cautious.
Here's his
There
first
he
carry
is
of the
right
game,
there.
right on cue.
And powers forward for a gain of a couple. Down to the 30-yard line. Kewanee in Bureau Valley territory for the first time this game. And that is the end of the first quarter. The Storm lead Kewanee 8-0 as the Riveters look to go down on this drive and tie this thing up.
They had a good drive going here, had the long pass play. I wonder if they air it out more with this quarterback because it seems like they throw more with Braden Jones in.
I think so, yeah. Definitely more of a run attack with freshman in there, Isaiah Ince, but when you put Braden Jones in there, he lets it fly.
He's airing it out.
We saw just now as he was getting hit, this throw down there to the around the 31-yard line to his man, Camden Murray. And so, as I mentioned over there, chain gang of varsity players, Brady Clark, Ben Taylor, Dontavion Thomas, they're off to a great start. They defeated the Bureau Valley varsity team 42-20 last Friday. Moves to 4-0 for the first time since 2021, a couple years ago. That playoff run, you remember that, where they won the first round of the playoffs against Plano, Illinois, and then they did lose in the second round 49-21.
Was that the game Brady Clark had the game-winning field goal?
It was. Brady Clark kicked that game-winning field goal as a sophomore.
You know how far that kick was?
It was 40 yards away.
I heard it was 60.
60?
No, 40 yards is a good kick. I was watching that. I was watching when he kicked it, and I said, I don't know if he's got enough, and it crossed by just enough to get their first playoff win in quite a while.
First playoff win in a very long time, and they were 8-0, and right now they're 4-0. So great to see a varsity team. Coach Matt Taylor and Coach Hahn, both first-year coaches, have combined for a record of 6-1 in total combined. And Poe fumble.
I think that was an incomplete pass. Just tried to throw a quick screen to Gunnar Salisbury there, and it was kind of slow developing. And we got the cheerleaders coming down, Jim. We got a show at halftime here. We got the, you know what age group this is?
I do know my little sister's down there with the dance team. Very excited. Let's go, Charlotte. Had to give her a shout out.
I actually think my niece Zara is also out there, so shout out Zara as well. Shout out Charlotte, shout out Zara.
All the little kids here are putting together a dance performance here at halftime. It's homecoming week. Great to see all these fans coming out and supporting their daughters, but the team as well, the junior varsity team. It's great to see. Third down now, Braden Jones going deep, and pass interference over there on the near side. So it'll be a penalty of 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Was that Abe Hicks?
Abe
the intended
Hicks.
receiver. It's kind of an underthrown ball. Tough for the defender to play those, you know, because they're underthrown, so it kind of puts them at a spot.
It puts the defensive back in a bad position when it's underthrown like that. You're kind of playing in front of him, but at the same time he's trying to come back to the football, and he just got in his way, and there was a little bit of grabbing there as well. So good call by the official over there, and it is a pass interference indeed.
And Kewanee has now entered the red zone.
Appearance there for the Riveters.
Got to get a call for the red zone, Jim. See what they can do. You think they air it out here, or think they run it to Salisbury?
I think we hand it off up the middle here. And
looks like some movement up front.
It'll back the Boilermakers up 5 yards. So now they're really on the edge of the red zone, right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 15. Still 8-0. Storm. Kewanee's looking to score here, though.
So Braden Jones back out there leading this Riveter team 2-1 on the season, on the young year. And here he is in shotgun. Motion is Dewante. An orbit motion. He drops the snap, running. He stays on his feet. And it'll be a loss of about 2 yards.
24 was holding on to him. Tice Barkman, called his name a few times tonight.
Barkman seems to appear to be Bear Valley's one of their best defenders, if not the best. But good effort there by Braden Jones, escaping the first tackle, but did not get much as the Storm swarmed.
He actually lost a yard there. We got 2nd and 16 here. Ball's on the 21. We are now out of the red zone, Jim.
So 2nd and 16. We got so excited about that first red zone appearance. Need to get back in there. So coming up to the line of scrimmage here. Split out wide. Abe Hicks over on the far side there. Dewante. Snap
Drop
taken.
back.
Throw to the end zone. Overthrown.
Just out of the hands of number 3, Abe Hicks. It was a good throw. Just out of the outstretched hands. 4th and 16 here. Is it 3rd or 4th? 3rd down here. Excuse me. 3rd and 16, Jim, here. Do you run it and try and get a couple yards, or do you just air it out? Because it's 4-down territory.
I say you got to air it out right here, right now.
They need number 12, Jimmy Campbell, down there if they're going to air it out.
I don't know if I can help a JV team at age 18, but we'll see what the Riveters can do on their own here. At the 21-yard line, a 3rd down and 16. As Jones takes a snap, throw over there. Camden Murray intercepted. Intercepted over there. That's Brandon Carrington's 2nd interception.
We've called his name a couple times.
He's quite the athlete over there for the Storm, something to watch out for the next couple of years.
I've also noticed Carrington's guarding our best receiver, Josh Dewante, and that's the side they threw to there, and he read it.
It was zone coverage over there for Carrington, and he was initially guarding Dewante, but the out route was by Camden Murray, and he read that out route, and it was intercepted.
It was a fight for the ball, and unfortunately the Storm coming up on top.
So the Boilermakers failed to convert.
Still 8-0, just under 9 minutes left.
First red zone appearance. 8-0 still. Throw near side. He's got a little room over there.
Tucker Shane on the catch.
Down. Good tackle over there. That is Braden Jones with the tackle. Josh Dewante also over there. And it'll be no gain. So good defense on the first play there. Maybe the Boilermakers can maybe stiffen up here and not let Bear Valley get too far.
A turnover here would be huge. A turnover, they're backed up on their own 15. Kewanee hasn't got much momentum at all in this game.
Not much at all. Snap taken.
Keeper,
run up the middle there. Juke move. And it'll be a gain of about 3 yards.
Brought down by Camden Murray.
Camden Murray
so
on the tackle.
It'll be about 3rd and 6 from the 19-yard line.
3rd and 6, Jim, backed up on your own 19. You think you pass it here and risk a turnover, or think you just play it safe?
I think with how the game's going right now, Bear Valley, you run this football. You're winning 8-0, middle of the 2nd quarter, and you're just trying to play keep away right
Trying
to
salvage his lead going into halftime.
So here they go, 3rd and 6. Quarterback back there, Carrington. Takes a snap.
Tries Barkman in the backfield. It's the pitch to Barkman.
Barkman, and he will be taken down. And we'll see what Bear Valley decides to do here.
Kingston Peterson was first on that play to make him to disrupt the play in the backfield, and he was tackled by a gang of Riveters. So we got 4th, and we're going to see our first punt, Jim.
Good swarm to the football there by the Boilermakers.
We're going to see our first punt of the Riveters season.
So the first punt, it appears that
Kiwani has nobody back.
they don't even have a return man back there.
Going all out on him.
So it's punted, and the ball will be down, and it'll take a Bureau Valley bounce and roll
About
to the
45.
45-yard line.
Got 6:16 left, 8-0 Storm. Kiwani's got the ball here, Jim. We're going to see Isaiah Ince here, I believe.
Isaiah Ince, yes. Isaiah Ince will be out here for the third Kiwani possession, alternating possessions for the quarterbacks between Isaiah Ince and Braden Jones.
Kiwani's had 2 possessions that have resulted in 2 picks.
There's a freshman kid, number 7, jogging out there. Coming out there, the running back, Gunnar Salisbury. Appears also as they're the Riveters, as they're rotating quarterbacks, are also rotating running backs between Gunnar Salisbury and Kingston Peterson. As now both of them are out there in a split back formation. So here's the snap taken by Ince in motion to Wante. And it's a keeper.
Ince on the keeper. He's got room on the outside.
He's got room.
Oh,
And
flag.
flags. But he will get all the way down to the 29-yard line.
Let's check that flag.
Flags down.
Flags on the play.
Man,
He had a
Kiwani.
lot of room over there on the far side. And it appears it'll be coming back.
Maybe it was that open for a reason, Jim.
So it is a holding call on Kiwani.
Just can't get any momentum, Jim. Any big play they have ends up in a turnover or a flag.
So it was a good run over there by Ince. I believe over there on the hold was Cannon Griffin. Although I'd hate to make false accusations.
Call holding against the Riveters. 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul.
So it's a spot foul, so it will be a loss of 8 yards.
Looks like it's down to repeat first down.
Now we
So
got
it'll be 1st and 18 from their own 37-yard line.
just under 6 minutes here, Jim. Still 8-0 Storm.
This game has gone by fast. There's a lot of run plays in here, not many incompletions.
Nothing to make the clock stop, like you said. A lot of runs and a lot of completed passes. You got Devontae in motion here.
So it's the same play,
Same
but the
play to
opposite
the other
side.
side. Looks like
There's Ince. He's brought down for a loss of about 4 yards.
Dylan Howlett was the first on the play. And before
Make
he
it
was tackled
second
by a
and
host
forever.
Storm.
Stewart.
Well, Jim, we got about 2nd and 20 here. What do? You think they pass it here? Think they run it here?
You gotta open up the passing game on a 2nd and long.
Now, Isaiah
Yeah.
Ince is the quarterback that they seem to use predominantly when they run the ball. So
I think you let him throw it here.
let the freshman kid air it out.
2nd and 21, you're down 8-zip. Middle of the second quarter.
You don't want a turnover on your own side of the field, though, as well. Let's see what they do here. I would like to see them use Josh Tawante more, get him more involved in the offense. He's arguably their best athlete. As
He goes in motion for a third time.
Good.
Snap taken over there, far side, but it's caught over there by Abe Hicks. And he runs into his own teammate.
Down at the
And it'll be down at about the 32-yard line.
Couple of broken plays now has Kiwani at a 3rd and 24. Drive started on their own 45. They've only backed up 14 yards since starting. Let's see if they can get some momentum here. Maybe a flag or something to get a first down here, Jim. Build something before the half. Just a shade over 4 minutes here as Isaiah Ince gets the call. I noticed their Brandon Carrington's on the far side here, and Devontae is being guarded by a different guy.
Devontae, he's defensive back.
Pitch to his side.
And it's a run play.
Salisbury's
Got room. And he's brought down at the 47-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but a good game by Salisbury as he cancels out that earlier holding penalty. And it'll be a gain of about 12 yards. He had a lot of running room.
Blake Foster on that tackle.
Good chunk play there by Salisbury.
4th and 8, Jim. What are the Riveters doing? Think they go for it? Think they punt it?
In this situation, it appears the offense is staying on the field under 4 minutes here.
Keeping it aggressive, 4th and 8. Haven't got really any offense going.
They might try to draw the Storm off sides here.
It'd still make it 4th and 3, however, but it'd make for an easier conversion.
They may try for a more manageable one. Let's see what they do here.
Might be a quick screen.
And it goes in motion. They're going to snap it here. And throw over there. And it's brought down. Tackled at the 41-yard line, and the Storm will take over on downs.
Whiteman, loss of 5 on the play. Rio Valley will take over on downs.
BV's got the ball now. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left. It's still 8-0. They are winning. 1st and 10 on the Boilermakers. 41 here, Jim. Let's see if Kewanee can hold. Don't want to be down double digits going into halftime.
Certainly don't want to be down double digits. Let's see how the Boilermakers use their defensive game plan here.
So we got Carrington at quarterback and looks like Trice Barkman at running back.
Snap taken, near side, and up the middle for a gain of about 9 yards, 8 or 9 yards, close to the 35-yard line.
Blake Foster on the catch there.
So up here is the quarterback, Brandon Carrington. He really spreads it out. Brandon Carrington, he's established as the main guy here. He's Bureau Valley's dog, as it say.
He's had the interception. He's had the lone touchdown of the game.
He has 2 interceptions.
He had
As a
the
matter of fact,
he had the first one as well. My apologies.
2 interceptions for the sophomore kid
2 interceptions and a touchdown.
from Manlius, Illinois. Snap taken, handoff up the middle, and it'll get close to a first down.
Tice Barkman on the
It'll
carry.
be 3rd and about half a yard.
3rd down. 3rd approximately 2.
Got about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 here, Jim. I'm assuming they're just going to keep it on the ground here.
So the clock is ticking, about 2.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Score is still 8-0. The Storm lead this one. And Storm really like going with this twin back
Dane Stewart
shotgun.
and Tice Barkman in the backfield.
And a false start. So that'll back the Storm up.
False start on the Storm. It's going to back them up. Much needed, Jim. Much needed for Kewanee here. Going to make it 3rd and 6. A lot harder to pick up than 3rd and 1. Need to play here and force about 4th and long here. We got Brandon Carrington leading the offense here.
Brandon
Got a-
Carrington. So split out near side here. Brody Lewis, wide receiver. Snap
Drops
taken.
back to throw.
And looks like he's gonna keep it.
He's got that ball
Breaks
way
a
out there.
tackle. And it'll be 4th down. Good stop by the Boilermakers.
Greenhagen and Peterson.
So Landon Greenhagen,
He picks up 1 yard. 4th and
Landon Greenhagen and Kingston Peterson over there make a gang tackle, and it'll be 4th down and 6 from the 37-yard line. And looks like the Storm are going to stay on the field and go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 6 here, Jim. What's the call? Do you keep it on the ground or do you air it out?
You need 6 yards. At this level, the Boilermakers are actually playing solid run defense, I would say. I'd look for a screen pass here, which they've done a couple times. I'd look for Tucker Shane maybe on a screen pass.
Tice Barkman, the lone back. They go on 2.
And
they get a false
it's a false start.
Number 3 jump.
Speaking of Tucker Shane, jumped offsides for a false start.
Kiwani's linebackers had some movement there, and it caused BV to jump there. So 2 false starts go from 3rd and 1 to 4th and 11. Got 42 seconds left here. Do you think this changes BV's call here? They could punt.
And timeout, Bureau Valley.
Do you think BV is contemplating punting in here and pinning Kiwani back, or do you think
They might consider punting it here.
or do you think they go for it?
It's 4th and 11 now. That you have to remember that false start backed them up 5 yards. 4th and 11, I'd say if I'm Coach Wesleski over there, I punt this football.
Let's see what he does. Like I said, just under 42 seconds left. 8-0 Storm. Kiwani hasn't had much offense today. When they have garnered any offense, they've either turned it over or they've gotten flags. But that's how they started week 1 when we watched them. It was a sloppy first half, and then the coach gave them some kind of talk at halftime, and they came out and they played a lot better. So let's hope they can.
Kiwani definitely responded well to adversity week 1.
This is a winless BV team, so they're coming in here. You know, they're hungry for a win. No one wants to be 0.
You have to remember, if you're Kiwani, no team's just going to roll over for you. And then you're seeing that right now in an 0-3 Storm team. They're looking for their first win of the young season. And they lead this one 8-0.
Unless Brandon Carrington is also the punter, looks like they're going to go for it.
So Carrington looks like he's going to pass it here.
Watch the count. They're probably going to go on 2. He's
And
airing
they
it out.
are. And pressure here.
He's going to get picked.
And incomplete.
Pressure by number 2,
Camden Murray.
Camden Murray.
He was coming off the quarterback's left side. Hit him in the backfield. And it looked like Dewante might have the interception. But it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. So Kiwani will probably play it safe here. There's only 36 seconds left here in the first half. But we'll see if they try to get some late points. So out there, Braden Jones.
He's a thrower now, Jim. He might throw it. He might air it out.
Strong arm QB. He's mobile. Let's see what they decide to do here.
We got Dewante on the far side.
Abe Hicks widened out
Gunnar Salisbury
on
in
the
the
near
backfield.
side. Gunnar Salisbury in the backfield. Drops back to passes. Jones lets it fly. Incomplete.
Tucker Shane making up for the false start.
Good play there. Defense, Tucker Shane. He
Laid
almost
out.
had the interception. Looked like just a go route there.
About 30 seconds left here.
The intended target was Camden Murray. So regroup, 2nd down and 10, 31.2 to go. Here in the first half. Camden Murray in the slot. Abe Hicks, near side. Josh
Low snap.
Dewante, far side. Rolls to the right.
He's
He's
got
got
room.
running room.
He's got to make a miss.
And did he get out of bounds? He did.
I don't think he got out of bounds. They got the first down, however.
Timeout, Kiwani. So he was tackled in bounds, but a timeout. And there's still 22 seconds left in this first half. So it appears Riveters will be more aggressive than we first anticipated.
Kiwani's biggest plays have been their quarterback runs thus far, this game.
One of them, the running play, Isaiah Ince, he had a big 30-yard run that was canceled out by a holding call. But right there, no holding call, and it's a first down. Move the chains down to about the 44-yard line.
Got 22 seconds left coming out of the timeout, Jim. Let's see what Coach Hahn.
So can
Draws
the
up.
Boilermakers do it? Can they put points on the board here in the first half? In these first 2 games here for JV, they have been unable to do so. Let's see if they can now. It's a great crowd here. Everybody's here this evening, cheerleaders. We have a great group of people. The dance team over there, along with the junior dance team for Central. The dance and cheer team over there for Central getting ready to do a performance at halftime as well.
Got Kiwani coming out of the timeout here, Jim. Let's see what they do. They got Duante closest to us.
So Duante near side this time. Got Peterson in the slot along with Camden Murray on the near side in the slot.
He's eyeing
Drops
him.
back, and it looks like almost caught over there by Camden Murray. Intended for Murray, but incomplete. So he was looking for him.
17 and a half seconds left now. 2nd and 10. Still plenty of time to make a couple plays.
Good design over there. It was a curl route by the slot receiver Murray. Murray actually was a slot receiver, and he ran an out route. The curl route was by Duante to kind of draw the under zone right there in, and then over the top. Jones threw it, but just short, incomplete, and it'll be a 2nd down and 10.
Got 2nd and 10, 17 and a half seconds left.
In the 2 slots, Camden Murray and Kingston Peterson.
Gunnar Salisbury's a lone back.
Gunnar Salisbury
Drops
back there,
back.
shotgun. Drops back to pass. He finds
He's got
him.
him.
And
Incomplete.
incomplete.
Number 13 on that play, Brandon Carrington,
Brandon Carrington.
making plays
Camden
all
Murray
over.
had it for a moment, but a good play over there by Carrington.
Got 3rd and 10, 11 seconds left here, Jim. You don't want to do anything. If you do throw the ball, you don't want to throw it in the flat or anything and risk a pick 6 or anything like
I
that.
said take a shot here. End zone.
I don't know if our quarterback can throw it 44 yards in the air, but let him air it out. Let's see what he can do. I don't know if he's got the time.
You got it, Jones. Air it out. 3rd down from the 44-yard line. 11 seconds here. 8-0 Storm. Duante and Hicks split out wide.
Duante's lined up someone 5'5" on him. Duante's 6
And
foot.
it's a fake pitch.
Uh-oh. He's
So it's a
got
run
room.
play. He breaks a few tackles.
And that's going to lead us into
And-
halftime.
The clock will be stopped here. A timeout for
Kiwani will-
Kiwani. They might take one shot here at the end
One
zone.
last Hail Mary, try and get in the end zone.
A Hail Mary possibly. At this level, anything's possible.
Could get a flag and prolong the half for one more play as well.
That's a good thought. Maybe pass interference. You get 15 yards even closer, even a better chance. We'll see what happens here. So this week, upcoming, homecoming week for Kiwani, the varsity team will take on Hall at 7 p.m. right here at Kiwani Stadium. Be here. It's beautiful. All right?
And for,
7 o'clock.
and for anyone wondering, the ceremony will be before the game. We must kick off by 7, and warm-ups are at 6:40. So the ceremony
Everything
and
else will
everything-
take place before that. Homecoming attendance, everything in that department. With dance coming up on Saturday. All the students are excited. Great time here. So come on out, 7 o'clock. Coach Matt Taylor is 4-0. 4-0. You can't say it loud enough. Coach Taylor has had a very impressive first year here. And Brady Clark in that last performance, as you were talking about earlier, he's over there doing the chain gang. 5 touchdown passes.
He does it all. Chain gang, throws them.
1 interception defensively he had.
Had a rushing
and 6 for
touchdown
6
as
extra
well.
points. He had a rushing touchdown, exactly. 4 through the air, 1 on the ground.
And he's like you said, he's the kicker as well.
So snap, 4th down, here we go. Braden Jones airs it out. Caught! Over there at the 25-yard line, but that's the end of the first half.
Nice layout and grab there by eight picks.
Forgot there was 1.6 seconds left there. All right.
Jim got excited there.
I did. Great catch nevertheless.
Kind of a sloppy performance there by the Riveters in the first half, Jim. But like I said, we've seen this week 1, and they bounced back and they won. But BV, like you said, no one's going to come over here and roll over for you. I mean, you got to play the game.
Nobody's going to roll over you. You got to play hard. Let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Hahn has at halftime. We have reached the midpoint of this homecoming junior varsity game for the Riveters as they trail 8-0 here at the end of the second quarter.
And if you guys want to stick around for the halftime show, we have a plethora. We have the cheer team here with some younger kids, and they're just gonna cheer and have some fun. Dance team. Sorry, my apologies.
K through 6th grade.
Pre-K through 6th grade.
We have Coach Anderson up here helping us out with all the information having to do with the dance team. My partner, Phil Howard.
I missed out on that one.
Okay, for your halftime entertainment this evening, we have the
So we will take a short break, enjoy the dance here at halftime. 8-0 Storm. We will be back shortly. Bro, it's boring.
I know, we need more offense.
Boring. There's no touchdowns.
8-0, I'm not here trying to...
Well, apparently this was talking just to those clocks. Now, guys, you guys are fooling around with it. They've got it.
What vanilla? I don't got enough clips, bro. Just wait for Prince and no, I'm recording this.
but we can have a record like
Because guess what?
laptop to do that big more
You know what I'm saying? I can't. You're right. I can't control the exciting for you. I'm saying it's not. You know, right. But you know.
Mr. B, what's up?
So Coach Clark.
We have today approximately 120 tiny dancers.
Tiny dancers.
Trying to reset it and stuff.
Is that what they're called now? The tiny dancers. So Coach Clark.
Yes, sir.
I know you see Iowa. We're coming. We're gonna
Mr. Mother's up here. You got to talk about Iowa.
No, I was
They'll be
gonna
dancing
talk to
to the music of the movie Camp Rock tonight.
No, we won't. What are you
Taking
talking
all
about?
trying to get
We got
120 of them out there, doesn't it?
I mean, you were talking about Notre Dame. Notre Dame's
Played at their C game this weekend.
the only thing they got.
Looking past them. Like crazy. Did you see the Niners, Rams? Brady's like, he came out and doing laundry after like, Dad, there's some kind of spreads. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
That should be investigated.
I think that's
Wait, who won?
The Niners won, but the spread was 7.5. They kicked the field goal that meant nothing.
At the end of the
4 seconds left. Like, if there was 30 seconds left, kicker from the 40, I see that maybe onside kick it back.
Yo, somebody had some parlays going or something.
Coaches.
Wait, how much did they win by?
7.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, that's rigged, bro. That's so rigged, man.
this guy thought you still had your cakes hit over there.
Well, yeah, I never worked so hard. It's 6 hours straight's hard. I tell you, it is. It wears me out.
You gotta go home early too.
No, I didn't get a nap. I had to go to therapy for my back pain. I got a nap when it was give me later.
There you go.
Hey, you know, Matt said it was
It's a zoo out there. Zoo? This is the main show right
Stay
here.
over here, Nathan, watch him out.
See, usually all these people are at home watching me and Coach.
Well, they will be over when this is over. This crowd.
Oh, when this is over? Nah, they'll stay.
I saw that.
I saw a lot of people with headphones that were listening to the stream.
Were they really?
You know when you go to baseball games, all the old guys got their headphones
Yeah.
in? What's going on out here?
Yeah, it should. That's the main event. I know it's. I've been kind of bored. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. There's my sister. I don't know. She's out there though. I'm gonna should I commentate it? Give them a play-by-play. City plays tonight.
They do. They have too much talent on that roster. I got. They did, but that's still. If you watch political, that's what they do every year.
I got my money on the Browns tonight. Hopefully, maybe they'll get this.
Whoa! You put the money on the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns are for real this year.
Browns, Panthers.
Browns, Steelers, and then Panthers.
Panthers
No,
versus
First Monday night they always have 2 games. I was just as surprised as you were.
They're all about that.
My dad,
Oh,
they always have
there are 2 games
What
tonight.
channels they on? Same channels? Same time?
We'll still get a Bears versus Chiefs Super Bowl, especially with
Or
Bears
just,
Green Bay.
but I've watched more Bears for that this year than I have.
Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. This is interesting because Aaron Rodgers ain't even in the game. Maybe. It's a Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hello. Hello again. 50 seconds left before we get back underway here for the second half of this football game. 8-0 here. Bureau Valley leads it against Kewanee. And I believe, who is the quarterback? I'm here with my partner, Phil. Colton Phil
I
Howard.
want to say it was
Braden
Jones last out there, if
So
I'm not mistaken.
I believe we'll see a little Isaiah Inns here. But before that, we'll see the defense come out as Kewanee will kick the football off.
Got just under 10 seconds here. Let's see if Kewanee can have a better second half than they had first half.
So-
Couldn't have played much worse in the first half.
So great dance performance at halftime there. As there are still quite a few people staying here for the JV game, supporting the guys. You love
Dance
to see
team,
that.
Jim, not cheer. Dance.
Dance team. Dance/cheer. They
I
got
don't-
pom-poms.
I had to learn the hard way.
You did. Coach Anderson, Katie Anderson up here, the dance coach for the high school team. Great to see the kindergarten through 6th grade dance team out there learning from the best. So, kickoff here by Kingston Peterson.
Back to return the kick is number 3, Tucker Shane, and number 44, Dane Stewart. Tucker Shane made the big play before half. He tipped it away. That may have been a...
And the kickoff.
Uh-oh.
And it goes through his legs.
Kewanee has a chance to recover it.
And he's running the other way. Brought down at the 3-yard line.
That's exactly what Kewanee needed to start the
And
half.
Bureau Valley set back way back into their own territory.
Inside their own 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Dane Stewart let the ball go through his legs.
Looked like Bill Buckner out there, Jim. So they're on their own 4-yard line. That's exactly what Kewanee needed, was a play like that from BV to get them, get this crowd excited, get a little hype back in this game.
Exactly. So the Storm are backed up now inside the 4-yard line. Maybe Kewanee can capitalize off of a Bureau Valley mistake. So in the shotgun, that split back formation as we were talking about earlier. And the handoff up the middle. Not much room to maneuver there.
Tice Barkman on the carry.
Looks like, I believe it was
Number 24, Tice Barkman picks
Tice
up
Barkman.
1 yard.
minimal gain there. So 2nd and 9 from the 5-yard line. Good defense there by the Riveters. Here's Coach Chrysicos, Nick Chrysicos down there. The T was still out there from the kickoff, but all is good now. All is well. Good job, Nick Chrysicos. Snap taking shotgun play action. He's
keeper.
back there. Spin move, but he's set. Back there. Braden Jones.
We've said his name a couple times.
Brought down for a loss.
He was
The edge
first.
blitz, and he gets the sack.
Loss of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 11, Jim.
3rd and 11. Braden Jones. Rare to see him back there. He's not an offensive lineman. What are you doing back there?
Making plays is what he's doing. They need
All
it.
right. Inside the 3-yard line. Now a big 3rd down coming up. Maybe the Boilermakers get this ball back in positive territory on Bureau Valley side of the field for a change.
3rd and 11, you think they air it out or think they just play it safe and just run
They're
up
going to
the
air it
middle?
out here. It looks like it appears. Shotgun, low snap,
snap.
throws it,
Nobody there.
incomplete.
Carried to the pass.
So a 4th down.
BV's going to have a tough punt.
Jones falls incomplete.
If I'm Kewanee, I'm sending everyone going for the block here, Jim.
It appears that they're going to send Hicks back there to return the punt as he's standing at around the 30-yard line back there.
He's their normal kick returner as well, so that would make sense. Who is their punter? 22.
Number
Blake
22,
Foster.
Blake Foster is the punter back there. He's deep in the back of the end zone there for Bureau Valley. The punt, sky kick, and it'll bounce out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Just what Kewanee needed coming out of halftime, Jim.
25-yard line.
Their first possessions at BV's 25. I mean, can't ask for much better field position here.
And it all started.
Capitalize.
That was the kickoff was really great. It was a hard kick by the Kewanee kicker Kingston Peterson, and it went right through the legs of Bureau Valley's Dane Stewart. Bounced all the way back to about the 3-yard line. He recovered it, and so a 3 and out. And now Riveters have the ball at the 25-yard line. Quarterback in the game is Isaiah Ince. He's back out there. The freshman kid takes a snap, hand off to Salisbury, far side, gain of about 4 yards.
Around right in.
That's what Kewanee needs to do to start this half. Just run the ball, trade some clock, get a touchdown here,
Hit by
get some
Shane.
offense going.
Gunnar Salisbury with the carry.
2nd and 6.
Gunnar Salisbury is a 5'6", 155-pound sophomore.
He's been limited this game, Jim. You said we seen him before the game getting taped up. So looks like he's playing through injury here.
Yeah, he is splitting carries with Kingston Peterson. They've both been back there at some points during the game. Other times it's been Salisbury, the lone back there, and Peterson split out in the slot. And looks like they'll both be back there again. Split back pistol formation here for Ince. Pass near side, stumbling down inside the 20-yard line.
Abraham Hicks with his second catch of the day. He called him right before half. Does he
It's
have-
Abram Hicks, actually.
What'd I say?
Abraham.
My fault.
3rd and 5.
So it's all right. That's what I'm here
That's
for.
what Jim's here for.
To correct you.
3rd and 4.
So it'll be a 3rd and 4. You haven't had hardly any slip-ups today, though. Great.
Hey.
So from the 19-yard line to 3rd and 3, 7:22 here left in the third quarter. Near side, Abram Hicks. And the far side, Josh Duante, split back formation again for the quarterback, Ince. Duante goes in motion. We've seen that quite a few times today. He runs, and he's got a little bit of room to maneuver.
Quickly taken down by Reed Maynard.
Taken down.
First time we called his name tonight.
Good pursuit. It looked like he had a gap he could run through, and he would have had a lot of yardage, but he came through. Great play there by Maynard.
Got about 4th and 6 here, Jim, but 6:45 left. 4th and 7, excuse me.
4th and 7. So a crucial point here. The Boilermakers got the ball at the 25-yard line, and they have struggled here a little. But we'll see what they can come up with here on 4th and 7.
Do we have a quarterback change? We do have a quarterback
So
change.
it's Braden Jones coming in there. 4th down and 7.
Might be a pass here, Jim.
Braden Jones. It will most definitely be a pass. The only back in the backfield is Salisbury. Snap taken. Drops back to pass. He's
Underthrew him.
had someone.
Had Kingston Peterson
And
and Abe Hicks in the
Hicks.
area. Slight underthrow. Kewanee does not take advantage.
Duante frustrated. It didn't convert. So it's a turnover on downs. The Storm will get the ball at the 21-yard line.
Would have been nice to capitalize on the short field there, Jim, but let's see if their defense can hold strong here.
Defense has played really well. Bureau Valley's only scoring drive was their first drive of the game. They marched down the field, got the touchdown along with the 2 points as well. So we'll see if the defense for Kewanee can hold strong here. Snap, up the middle, the carry there
Tucker Shane's first
for
carry of the
Tucker
game.
Shane, number 3, out
Palmieri
there.
lined up as a receiver. This time they got him in the backfield.
Freshman, he's quick, 135, light on his feet. A gain of about 3 yards.
Just under 6 minutes here, Jim. Half's going fast as well.
So
For
a
this quarter.
substitution here. This half is going really fast. Matthew Huggins in the game. at defensive back, number 16, replacing Isaiah Ince, and he will be out there guarding Blake Foster. Bureau Valley on the near side here, and it looks like
Quick screen. Nope, handoff.
it was a fake screen handoff up the middle.
Draw play up the middle.
Carry for about 2 yards by number 24, Tice Barkman.
Picks up about 2.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 7 here.
3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6 here for the Boilermakers. For the Storm, excuse me.
Duante checks back in the game, replacing Matthew Huggins.
So Huggins was in there for one play.
Run stuffer. Looks like Duante's in there. They're assumingly past 3rd and 6.
Duante is built really well for a freshman. He's a physical kid.
Got him listed at 5'10". I'd say he's about 6 foot.
Maybe close to it. Out there, looks like man coverage for the Boilermakers this time. Just pass over there. Hicks is
Ooh.
there. What a hit.
Fairchild's pass is
Abe Hicks
Good
laid
hit.
the wood on him.
to Shane. The hit provided by Abraham Hicks.
Who caught that ball, Jim?
Pickup of 2.
Pass over there.
4th and 3.
Looks like it was caught over there by Tucker Shane.
Was it 32? That would be Hunter Weidman.
Hunter Weidman.
5'5",
It was Hunter Weidman
125.
with the catch. Excuse me, Hunter Weidman.
4th and 2, they're going for it. Backed up on their own 30, Jim. I like this call.
4th and 2.
See what they do. We're going to go on
quarterback.
2, watch the ball. And that kid
And
jumped.
false start.
Number 42,
He'll get backed up. 4th and 7.
Brody Lewis.
Legal procedure.
He jumped, and
5-yard walk-off.
Coach Weslewski is unhappy about that one.
That'll make it 4th and 7 in an obvious punting situation here for BV, backed in their own 25. Let's see if Kiwani can take advantage of good field position here.
So a 4th down and 7 yards. The punter back there, Blake Foster.
Duante
And
coming.
Duante got good pressure on the punt. Back there. Hicks thought about returning it.
Smart play by Abe Hicks there, instead of trying to play it off the awkward
wouldn't-
bounce.
Wouldn't want to muff it or anything. Coach Taylor seems happy with Hicks's decision.
So who will we have out there at quarterback, Jim?
Quarterback out
Looks like
there.
it's Isaiah Ince.
Isaiah Ince will be out there. Seems you'd think for the rushing attack. See Braden Jones out there for a majority of the passing plays, but it looks like Isaiah Ince will be the one coming out. Number 7.
Kiwani's got the ball on the 30 on their own 32. It's still 8-0 Storm. 3:18 left in the game.
In the third quarter here. So a brand new possession here for the Boilermakers. As they're on their own side of the field this time around. Abe Hicks split out wide. Peterson the slot. The lone back Salisbury. Snap taken. Good block. Over there. He's got a little room over here for a gain of about 2 yards. Ants makes it a 2nd down and 8.
3-yard line.
And you talk about the struggles for a 0-3 Bureau Valley team. They're playing very well today defensively, swarming to the football on every run play. I believe the longest run that counted for the Boilermakers was a run of about 15 yards. It was by Braden Jones. The other run, big run, was by Isaiah Ince. It was a gain of 20, but that was called back due to a holding. But outside of those 2 plays, Bureau Valley has done a tremendous job of limiting big running plays. And the biggest play for Kiwani today has been about a 30-yard pass. We saw that earlier to Abe Hicks from Braden Jones. It was a great pass play. As getting ready to snap the ball here, it was a false start.
I will say about the coach for BV, when we talked to him pregame, he seemed a little agitated, like he was ready to play today. He was upset when we asked him what his record was, so maybe he's using that as motivation here and trying to get a win. Like I said, it's 8-0. Kiwani hasn't done much on offense. Defense has played well, but offense has just looked sloppy, Jim. for lack of a better word.
Offense has had its fair share of struggles today against a tough Bureau Valley defense. Back there, alone, back Salisbury. Duante goes in motion again, and a pass play this time around, and it's caught by Hicks. Juke move, looking for somewhere to go. It's a loss of about 2 yards, and it'll make it a 3rd down and 10.
Gus Anderson and some others picks up the penalty yardage, but it's going down. He picks up 3. We're going to call it 2nd and 12 from the 30.
We got 3rd down here.
So we'll see what
Excuse me, 3rd
the
down.
Riveters elect to do here on 3rd down.
Just
Sir.
over a minute left in the 3rd quarter here. Been a fast quarter, Jim.
This quarter has gone by very fast as Hicks is split out wide. Peterson the slot. Duante in motion again. He's done that a lot today.
This time he
it's
gets
a
the
pitch
pitch.
to Duante around the near side, looking for somewhere. He gets a gain of about 6 yards. It's a 4th down and about 6
What's the call here, Coach Jim?
at the 35-yard line. Still, it's late 3rd quarter.
About 4th and 7.
4th and 7. I'd say you punt this, but we'll see what he elects to do here. You'd hate for
Our defense has played great, only giving up that 1 touchdown on the opening drive. Besides that, BV hasn't done much.
you'd hate for the Storm to get the football back and make this a 2-possession game.
They're going to get it roughly about the start of the 4th quarter, get a 1 or 2
But
plays
it looks like a
before the
quarterback substitution. Braden Jones in there, quarterback.
fourth. Big play here, Jim, 4th and 7.
So here we go. Snap taken, and a false start sets them back even further.
That's probably going to negate them going for it here, Jim, and I would assume they punt here. 4th and 12.
4th and 12
It looks like
from 29.
that's what they'll do.
And BV's got Tucker Shane back to return, it appears.
So they'll punt it here. Back there, Peterson, the punter. See what kind of leg he's got on him today.
Peterson back in punt formation.
High snap.
He gets the
Kingston
punt
recovers
off.
it well, and not a bad punt. Going to go
Good
out of bounds
punt.
at about the 43-yard line.
And good punt there by Peterson.
And then gain of 27 yards.
So it'll be Bureau Valley taking it back over late here in the 3rd quarter, 8-0 Storm. As I mentioned before, exciting week here coming up at the Kewanee High School. Homecoming week. The game this Friday begins at 7, warm-ups at 6:40. All of the homecoming festivities will take place before that right here at the Kewanee High School.
See what BV does here. They got Tice Barkman in the backfield with their quarterback here, Brandon Carrington.
And a
snap.
fumble. Back there, loss of about 8 yards.
Smart play there by the BV quarterback, not trying to force something and just falling down on it.
Brandon Carrington jumps on it. He's quick too. Makes sure
2nd and 19.
that Riveters don't get back there and get it. So here we go, 2nd and 18. See what Coach Weslewski comes up with.
And this will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Got about 20 seconds left. Looks like they're going to run it down as far as they can. They might get a play. I'm assuming they call a play before.
So he's going empty gun here. Motion. Fake handoff, run
keeper.
up the middle. And he's brought down at about the 40-yard line.
That's going to do it for the quarter, Jim.
So it's a 5-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 3
Sanchez.
when the 4th quarter begins here. So 8-0.
5.
8-0 Storm here
15 from their
at the end of the 3rd quarter. And
the end of the
you
3rd
mentioned
quarter.
before Coach Taylor here
Storm 8,
coaching
Riveters
these
0.
kids up who may be brought up later in the season or just preparing them for next season. And you also love to see all the varsity players that come out. As I mentioned before, the chain gang over there: Brady Clark, Ben Taylor, Dontavion Thomas. But you also got Cashin Ellerbrock and Corbin Powers, the two varsity linemen down there.
Colson Wellgott down there had 2 touchdowns last game, along with the starting running back Alex Duarte.
Yeah, those two also came out. So you just love to see as a group, everyone come out and support the younger guys, because as a player on junior varsity team, those are the guys you look up to. Those are the guys getting it done on Friday night, right? So you want to be there for them and help them get to that level that you're on as a varsity player.
We start the 4th quarter here, Jim. What do you think Kewanee has to do? BV's got the ball. They got 3rd and 15.
If you're Kewanee right now, you're right, it is 3rd and 15. I thought it was longer than that. I looked at that line of scrimmage marker thinking it was a first down marker. I am incorrect. So you're a correct partner. 3rd and 15. And the Storm looking to get something done here.
Carrington drops back
And
to
a throw. And
Pick.
it's intercepted.
Duarte.
And here he goes.
Might have room.
Down the near side, down to the 28-yard line. Woo!
That's just what Kewanee needed. Jim,
Oh
some
my
excitement,
God.
Turnover.
Duarte with the interception in the return. And the Riveters are in business here.
They needed that, Jim. Start of the 4th quarter.
There's a
Big
spark
play.
right out of the gates by Duarte. And the quarterback here.
He's got all the confidence in the world, Duante does. I'd give him the ball here.
Duarte, he's a quick kid, isn't he? And he got all the way down there
We got
to
Isaiah
about the
Ince
28-yard line.
back in
Isaiah
at quarterback.
Ince, freshman.
He's more of the running type, so I don't know if we'll see throws by him, but you never know, Jim.
We'll see here. I mean, right now, they usually go with the split back, but right now they got Salisbury back there. A snap taken. He read it,
Nice
pitch,
option.
and there goes Salisbury.
Salisbury's got some room
Around
on
the left side.
outside.
He's got get away
He's
from
gonna
the top
score.
speed. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
It's exactly what they needed there, Jim. Gunnar Salisbury was arguably their best offensive talent week 1, and he gets their lone touchdown today.
What a run by Salisbury, and they got points on the board. Salisbury
For the first
with a
time, Jim,
28-yard dash into the end zone. And now the Riveters look to tie this thing up.
and for the first time, Jim, some excitement from the crowd. Haven't heard that since the 1st quarter or so.
This crowd is excited now as Boilermakers are into the end zone for the first time today.
Nice option read there by Isaiah Ince.
Isaiah Ince saw the defender over there. I believe it was Tice Barkman. He came right at him, and he knew he had Salisbury to his left, and he pitched it.
Here's the all-important
So
two-point
here we go.
conversion. Duante in motion.
Another pitch of Salisbury.
Can he get the edge?
Can he get there? The dive!
They call him short. I don't know if I agree with that call, but
And they called him short.
Knocked down short of the end zone, apparently.
looked into me, but
Oh, no.
Version's good. It's no good.
So they don't get it.
I thought we had some home cooking with these refs. I guess not. You know, looked like he hit the pylon with the ball, and I thought that'd be a touchdown, but
So the call, it looks like a couple officials are talking about it.
throw the
Around
challenge flag,
5-yard
coach.
line.
Throw the red flag, coach.
Coach Hahn is not happy. Unfortunately, there are no red flags in high school football as much as we'd like to. So it'll be 8-6. There's still 9:42 left here to go in the game. Great effort by Salisbury. Boy, is he quick. And it looked like he wasn't really expecting the ball there. So 9:42, 8-6. So a kickoff here. You really love The last defensive possession for the Boilermakers looked very successful. The interception by Dewante, man, really set them up golden.
They forced BV to a 3rd and long, forced them to pass, and when they do pass, they don't seem as comfortable as when they run the ball, and worked out in Kiwani's favor, got the pick, and the next play got the touchdown. Unfortunately,
You look at
didn't
the
convert.
possession before that as we kick off here. Here's Peterson. And takes a bounce.
Tucker Shane,
Tucker Shane on the return.
he's got
And there's a flag on the play. This might be coming back.
nice tackle by Kingston Peterson, made the kick and the tackle. There's a flag on the play, Jim. Usually means holding.
Holding or illegal block in the back, it would appear.
BV's already marching
For
back.
BV, and it is.
Illegal use of hands, we were both wrong.
Nevertheless, they're set back far into their own territory, but we talk about the previous 2 possessions the Storm have had. The one before that, you talk about taking advantage of opportunities. The defense gets a stop deep after the muffed kickoff to start the second half, and then you get the ball deep and you can't do anything with it. But then you talk about the defense really stepping up. They have it. Beaver Valley has it in their own territory, and then Dewante gets the interception. That's huge for the offense if you keep setting them up in positive territory, in Beaver Valley territory, then you're likely to get points at some point, and they did here to start the 4th quarter.
The offense has been stagnant, Jim, and that's what they needed, just like you said, a turnover or something big. Let's see if they can get another one here. 9:36
So
left.
here's the quarterback, Carrington, in motion. It's handed off there, and a good run.
Was that Tice Barkman?
Carry Tice Barkman.
Tice Barkman and Brendan Carrington have been their MVPs on offense so far. They're about the only 2 guys who have touched the ball.
Just about.
If I'm BV here, I'm probably not throwing the ball at all. So if I'm Kiwani, I'm going to stack that box. Make them throw. They don't look comfortable when they throw the ball, so that's what I'd make them do.
2nd and 1 from the 31.
9 minutes to go here, clock ticking.
Still 8-6. Storm are leading the Riveters right now.
So come up here on a 2nd and short. It's about a yard. And so Carrington and the shotgun split back and a false start.
Whistle before the play usually means false start, Jim.
So
Second
the
and
Storm
1
has
becomes
been
2nd and
killed with
6.
false starts today. There's another one.
They've had, what, probably 5 or 6 today?
I'd say, if I had to guess, around there, 5, 6, 7 in that range. There have been quite a few false starts.
That 2nd and 1 now becomes 2nd and 6, Jim.
Take a look at penalties in general for Beaver Valley. It's really killed their momentum whenever they've had a big play. They've had a false start or a holding of some sort, and it sets them back. So a 9-yard run is
Now negated by the false start to make it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. They lose 5 yards before the snap's taken. And it also stops, the clock still runs. Around 8 minutes left to go here. So here we go. 2nd and 6.
Tice Barkman and Dane Stewart in the backfield. Quarterback drops back to
Throw.
Dewante with a
Dewante off the fingertips.
Dewante read that
Almost
play
intercepted.
well.
Dewante.
Like I just alluded to, Jim, when they throw the ball, they don't look very comfortable. So if I'm Kiwani, I'm stacking the box, not making them throw the ball.
Their man coverage of this looked great, especially Dewante all over that receiver over there on the far side. He almost had his 2nd interception.
If he gets that pick and breaks that tackle, Jim, there's no one on that side of the field.
He may have very well had a pick 6 had he hold on onto that and broken that tackle.
See what they
Dewante.
can do here. 3rd and 6, just over 8 minutes. Big play here by the Riveters. See if Kiwani's line can win this one, make a play.
Snap taken, drops back to pass. Pressure, and he breaks free. And there goes the quarterback, Carrington. Out of bounds at around the 48-yard line.
Ran out of bounds by Camden Murray, not before he picks up 22 yards on the play, Jim. Needed a stop there.
Good pressure. It's just a really good play by the quarterback. Carrington's feeling the pressure, stepping up in the pocket, and rushing for a gain of about 18 yards.
22, I think, was the official line.
22-yard scramble there for Carrington.
Puts the ball just below midfield. Ball
You talk
48-yard line.
about, you talk about their passing game being lackluster. You can't let Carrington beat you in the run game either. So here we go. It looks like man coverage again for the Boilermakers, stacking that box here. Hand off
to Barkman.
taken. Barkman, solid run up the middle for about a 5-yard gain.
This drive looks a lot, Jim, like the first drive of the game. There's a lot of dives up the middle, a lot of power offense, and Kiwani doesn't seem to have an answer for it.
The running game has been their strength, and it's been a combination of the three, Dane Stewart, Blake Foster, and Brandon Carrington.
The big three.
Also, Tice Barkman has really been the main one here. The main back. They really have three backs, but Barkman has been the main one and gotten the bulk of the carries. So Carrington split back. And running back, Dane Stewart, power forward, close to a first down. About a half a yard short. Third down coming up.
That was a good hard run there by Dane Stewart, 5'7", 180.
And if I'm Bureau Valley, I love these 4 or 5 yard gains this late into the game. They're kind of wearing down the Riveters right now.
And we're just below 7 minutes here.
Riveters need a stop. Can they find something? 3rd and 1. From the 43-yard line. Carrington, he's in shotgun. Let's see what they do. Motion.
Stewart in motion.
Stewart fakes.
Up the middle.
And
first
down to about the 40-yard line.
But not before he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Going to go below 6 minutes, Jim, and it's still 8-6 Storm here.
8-6, a controversial call there. He may have been short of the goal line.
They're going to be talking about that one for years to come.
It appears he may have knocked over the pylon, but he may have also fumbled it at the same time, simultaneously. That's the word I was looking for.
We need the challenge flag here in high school, Jim. I think we would have won it.
Not sure the cameras will reach that far anyway.
Uh-oh.
And a fumble.
Kiwani needed.
And
Ball's
it's on the ground. Kiwani may have the football, but he doesn't have it.
Man.
Nevertheless, that is a loss of about 11 yards.
Too many people trying to scoop it and score, Jim, and not falling on it.
Woo! Talk about needing a spark. A muff snap all the way back to the Bureau Valley 49-yard line.
Loss of about 11 on that play, Jim. That Kiwani would have really benefited from that turnover, but lost 11 yards.
Frustrating for Kiwani that they didn't jump on it, but now this may force Bureau Valley to throw the football a little, huh?
I'd keep it on the ground here if I'm BV, but if you're backed up, 3rd and 15, 16, then again they might run 4-down territory.
Kiwani, snap taken, fake, and a run up the middle to about the 45-yard line. Carrington.
3rd and 15 or so, 3rd and 16.
Carrington, Bureau Valley's talking all about Carrington right now.
Like about 3rd and 15.
Carrington has been the dog tonight.
I can't see BV airing it out. Just under 5 minutes, got a 2-point lead. Your defense has played great all game. I can't see him taking too many chances here. Probably a run and a punt. Or they might, like I said, they might go for it. The ball's on Kiwani's side. They pick up 10 yards. You got a 4th and 5, Jim.
So now, you're correct, and I think they'll run it here. You also remember Kiwani's got all 3 timeouts still as well. And they did not jump into the encroachment zone.
It may have been a false start.
A false start.
Oh, that's exactly what Kiwani needed.
False start on Bureau Valley.
Kiwani's front line moved on that, but they never crossed the line, which caused BV to then move. So that's going to make it 3rd and 20 now, Jim.
So 3rd and 20. Coach Weslewski maybe thinking about throwing it maybe From this far out, I'd say you keep it on the ground in this situation. Beaver Valley, you're up 2 points. Look, they're looking for that first win of the season, as we were talking about before.
As we just go under 4 minutes here, Jim. 3rd and 20, balls at midfield. Big stop here by the Riveters. Let's see what they can do. Ball's going to obviously be in Brandon Carrington's hands. Does he throw it or he run it? We won't. We are soon to find out.
Snap
Drops
taken.
back to throw.
And blitz up the middle.
Incomplete. Pass.
Incomplete.
Number 20, Landon Greenhagen kept there like a missile for that pressure, Jim. Half-second sooner, that might be a strip sack.
Almost. 4th and 20.
4th and 20.
Stops the clock. 3:38 left to go here. So we were wrong about them keeping it on the ground. They threw it.
Incomplete pass also stops the clock, Jim.
And Kiwani get the ball.
I'd send an all-out blitz
picks
here.
back deep to return this punt. And
Shanked it.
Kicked over there, and Kiwani will get it at about the 39-yard line. Good Kiwani sideways bounce. It didn't bounce too far into their own territory.
We got Isaiah Ince coming out to QB here. Kiwani, 3:34 left, down 2. Ball's on their own 38, Jim. Let's see what they can do here. Haven't done much all game, but I got faith in them.
Now, you say you're at the 5-yard line. Here's a hypothetical scenario. You're at the 5-yard line all the way down there. 5 seconds left. Do you kick the field goal? Do you attempt a field goal from there? Very tough. It's a short
I'm going
field
to
goal.
say no, only because they've had anytime they have to snap it with a punt or a kick, it's been a poor snap. So I'm going to say go for it.
I'd say go for it.
You got playmakers in Duante and Salisbury.
Obviously,
Braden Jones.
We're thinking ahead. It's hypothetical. But we want to play out all scenarios here as Boilermakers are down by 2 points with 3.5 to go. So they're respotting the ball, making sure they have the spot right there at the 38-yard line. Yes, sir. Right there. And a split back formation for Ince. Snap, taken, pitch, Salisbury with the carry. He powers forward, gets as much as he can to the 41-yard line.
Now with Isaiah, it's interesting they put Isaiah Ince in on this drive, considering they might have to throw the ball a little bit. Isaiah Ince is more so the running back or the running quarterback. So let's see if Braden Jones checks in at all here, or if they keep it with the freshman, the young buck.
Still 3 minutes to go here. And
Plenty of time.
Ince in. I don't blame him.
We got Duante lined up against a 5'5" DB.
Looks
here.
like they're all out of sorts here on the near side. Duante, no one was covering him momentarily.
Right on cue. There he is.
There he is. And he's got room. There he goes. Down the sideline. He stays in to the 20-yard line. Josh Duante.
Kiwani needed that. Duante, after a big play, I thought he should have cut back in on that, but he's a freshman. He'll learn from that, Jim.
What a kid.
We needed that one.
Down inside the 20. And they got lifeless into this crowd. Woo!
A young Mr. Clark would have cut back in and scored, I think. Nice play, nonetheless. Got about how many yards on that play, Jim?
That was a big gain of about 38 yards. He kept going. He broke that tackle around the edge.
Right on cue,
Duante.
Jim. I said Duante is being guarded by a player much smaller
They
than
might
him.
go right back
They need
to
to
him.
exploit that.
No, they go to Salisbury.
Lost the ball. BV's got him.
And they caught him
I
down.
think they ruled him down.
Salisbury was down on the ground.
Well,
Coach is not happy about that one.
He gets that call after the poor two-point conversion.
So the ball was fumbled by Salisbury.
But they ruled him down, Jim.
They ruled him down. I was getting there.
I can see his knee down from here.
Timeout.
Make-up call from the bad PAT conversion. Well, Kiwani gets a break here. 2:22 left, down 2. Driving the ball on the Storm's 25-yard line here, Jim.
The 25-yard line. We'll see what they go with here. They've had Ince in this whole drive. Ince has been in there for the past 2 drives. He said he was going to alternate, but Jones hasn't been in there. It's been Ince getting a majority of the snaps. So we'll see how much they decide to go to the air here.
Plenty of time here, still 2:22. You're only down 2. However, I don't like the field goal here. You've had too many bad snaps. And
Way out of field goal range here, especially for junior varsity. You talk about,
about a 40-yarder from here. Is it 15 yards back?
yeah, it's 17 yards back. Actually, it'll be a
Forgive me.
42
42-yarder. Now, if varsity quarterback Brady Clark was back there kicking, maybe you get the 42, but fresh soft level, it's tough. Let's see what they can do here, fresh out of the timeout. Kiwani's got 2 left. Storm's got 3 left. 2:22, 8-6. Storm are leading.
If I had to make a prediction, I'd say either hand it off to Salisbury or screen to Duante. We'll see what they do. Duante might go in motion here.
Kingston and Salisbury back in the backfield.
There goes Duante. And it looks like flag.
I don't know what the call is exactly.
It looks like they blew the play dead. They did. They blew the play dead. And now whistles. See what all this is about. It was a timeout called by Kiwani.
Hicks was rolled down when he picked up the football.
So looks
Or
like
he was ruled down.
it's going to make it
So-
3rd and 17 here, Jim.
An interesting play. It was not a timeout by Kiwani.
Actually, it was. They burned one. The Kiwana has 1 timeout left.
Kiwani has 1 timeout, so it was a timeout.
Looked like
I
a,
believe it was the timeout was taken after Ince was down.
what they're
ruled
calling,
down.
Jim, is a bad snap, and when Ince grabbed the ball, his knee was still down.
Yep.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 17, 2:08 here.
A tough break for Ince
Isaiah
and
Ince is still in the game, however.
the Riveters. See if Ince
3rd and
makes-
17 here. One would think it's an obvious passing down here, Jim, but
See if Ince can make something happen.
you got to go at Duante here. He's been your Duante or Salisbury guy. Be the 2 guys this ball goes to.
And it's snapped. There's Salisbury
Double
on cue.
reverse. He's
And
got room.
there's Duante.
Got to make one man miss.
Duante, a little bit of room there. 2 jukes. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Reverse to Duante. Knocked out of bounds. But not
Looked like he had some room there, but BV closed quickly.
BV has had great pursuit
3 yards.
to the football.
Got
We have 4th and 15.
It was a gain of about 6 yards.
4th and 15 here. Just under 2 minutes here. And they're bringing in Braden Jones
And
to air it out.
Here we go, Braden Jones on a 4th and 15. Here's your ball game right here, folks.
Got to stand up for this one, Jim.
Out there, Duante. Far side, Hicks, snap. Here. And he throws it.
Oh, and he dropped it.
Murphy dropped the ball.
Camden Murray dropped the ball, but I think it was going to come back with a holding call anyways.
Have a flag on the play.
We'll see what the flag's about. And it's holding. The penalty's declined.
BV
And that
ball.
is a tough break.
And Kiwani burned at least 1 timeout on that drive, so they only have 1 left, so they have no way of stopping the clock aside from 1 timeout. So barring a fumble, this game's
Tough
over.
break for Camden Murray and the Riveters. So the Riveters,
I still want to see that replay on that PAT, on that 2-point conversion.
my partner here is furious about that 2-point call.
They're going to talk about that one for years to come, like I said. One of the most controversial calls in Riveter history.
It's very controversial, man. And so,
Let's see if Kiwani
nevertheless,
can force a turnover here.
the game is not yet over. Kiwani, handoff, Bureau Valley, gain of about 2 yards.
BV is still in shotgun formation. They've had a couple bad snaps from there, so maybe we can get lucky and get another one.
Game is certainly not over. Timeout here by Kiwani.
Final timeout.
Minute 41. Kiwani is now officially out of timeouts. Down 2 with a minute 41.
Let's gather around the sideline here. It's a great start to homecoming week, though. We have a great game, close football game. It's been a very defensive game so far. What can the Riveters take away for, win or lose here?
Well, they played well defensively. I think they got to get their offense flowing a little better. Offense looked a little rough tonight, but like I said, week 1 they got a really young team, so I think they're only going to get better as the year progresses and as the years progress. But
as I said earlier, the Riveters are 2-1 on the season. They defeated Sherrard week 1 here at home. Me and my partner were calling that one 12-6. They played at Erie. They lost that one 38-15. And their most recent game last week at Mendota, they took the win there 16-8. And now they're here down 8-6. Handoff there. Bureau Valley up the middle. And it'll be 3rd down at the 30-yard line. So the clock will run here. 1:30 left here in this one. See if Kiwanis got one more stop in them.
Need a bad snap here, Jim, or a forced fumble.
Anything's possible here. We've seen a couple bad snaps today. Both of them have been recovered by Bureau Valley.
Kiwanis had their chances today, Jim. Couple fumbles they could have got, couple turnovers that they had.
So here we go. Storm looking for the first win. And he's brought down, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Kiwanis going to maybe get the ball with about 5 or 6 seconds left, maybe. They're going to give him a punching chance, Jim. Need a miracle.
So it'll take some madness to happen here late as the Riveters down 2. And hold on a second. They are they are punting it. So they got Devontae back there as the returner this time.
I think they are punting it. 4th and 3. Let it run out as much as they can.
They're not punting it. They'll take a timeout here. They're gonna try and draw them off sides.
Oh, they got him.
And a false start. Another false start.
Kiwani's going to get the ball with about at least one last shot, Jim.
So it looks like this punting play will be the last play of the game.
I'm assuming they punt this one out of bounds and take their chances. Clock may even run out if they kick it out of bounds. 4.5 seconds left. Timeout, BV.
So Bureau Valley, they may end up, you have 2 options here. You don't really want to let them return it. Anything can happen, am I right? If you're Kiwani and you get it, you could see a little lateral action set up for a wild ending maybe. But if you're Bureau Valley, you either take the snap and throw this thing straight out of bounds, or you punt it as far as you can out of bounds and hope 4 seconds runs off.
I think, honestly, if they snapped it and ran around and fell down, they'd probably waste off 4 seconds. Or if the risk of a punt is you get the bad snap. That's one of the risks of punting.
One thing you might see here is maybe they take the snap and they may just run out of bounds somewhere in the backfield there. I've seen that done at all levels here. High school, college, and NFL.
Well, I will say BV came in here winless, but they fought hard for
potential victory.
Victory here.
4.4 seconds left. And they're in the shotgun again, split formation. Here's the ball game. Handoff, and he'll be brought down with maybe.
That's the time. That's the game, Jim. They just did enough to run the clock out.
And they now hold on a second. I believe they're going to put
Wait a minute.
Time back on the clock.
They're speaking too soon.
Time on the clock here for maybe one play for the Boilers.
There's at least .1 left.
So there's 1 second left on the clock.
1 second left, Mr. Clark. Don't count them out yet. Don't count them out yet, Jim. Don't leave yet, fans.
So don't leave yet. We're set up for a finisher. Maybe one shot to the end zone for Braden Jones.
I got it. They called timeout for us even. They just called a timeout.
So,
Timeout.
Bureau Valley called a timeout.
So Kiwani's going to get a chance to draw up a play thanks to a BV timeout. I don't know if they have.
So it was 4th down for anybody wondering. It was 4th down. Bureau Valley.
Don't be a brainer.
Don't leave yet, team, guys.
Bureau Valley fell down, and on 4th down, the clock stops as soon as that knee or
With
elbow hits the ground.
1 second left. Kiwani's got the ball on the 26. Now, I think Braden Jones can throw the ball 25 yards, 26 yards. You got Duante.
I think he can.
He's a big athletic kid. Anything can happen, Jim.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what the game plan is for, and I believe
To see if he has the time to throw.
I saw Coach Hahn talking up Josh Duante over there. We'll see what happens. 1 second left. A child shall perish. Braden Jones.
Braden Jones with Gunnar Salisbury and Kingston Pearson in the backfield, probably for some protection.
Out wide over there, Josh Duante. Slot
They're
Camden
not
Murray.
doubling Duante.
He throws
There's
it
the throw.
deep. And
That's got to be a
it's
flag.
A flag,
Throw
maybe.
a flag. Oh,
No
man.
flag on the
Oh,
play, and
man.
the ball game comes to an end.
Defender didn't even turn around and make a play.
Final score, Storm 8.
Man. Couple of questionable calls here.
It'll be the ball
Man.
game will end.
8-6 and
And
a
Coach
controversial
Hahn
ending. Coach Hahn's
Unhappy.
storming the field right now. I may storm it. Thanks.
Abe Hicks. Frustrated. Tough loss here at home for the Riveters as they dropped to 2-2. It was a really entertaining game. As you've said a few times, a couple controversial calls had happened. Coach Taylor now talking
Had a
to
fun
the referee.
Had a fun fourth quarter. Had a couple turnovers, couple touchdowns, or at least 8 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and a controversial 2-point conversion, and then a controversial no call down here to end the game. And I understand it's fresh soft football, but still tough way to lose that game on a controversial call.
Well, it still matters, the outcome of these games, on how these kids build their confidence and how they perform for the games to come later in the season. And it all builds up at the end of the season. And hey, I mean, if you end the season with 2 losses, that's pretty good. But I think everybody understands only 1 loss on the year is better than 2. I'm not saying they're going to win out or anything like that, but a loss here certainly hurts them. Hopefully, they can bounce back next week at Hall in Spring Valley. That will be the next matchup for the Riveters. And the next time we will see you, me and my partner, will be right here against Princeton on October 2nd. We cannot wait to join you. As I mentioned later in the week, please join us. It'll be Russ Hughes and Jeremy Peart up here calling the game on Friday night at 7 o'clock. All the homecoming festivities will begin prior to the warm-ups that start at 6:40. And so they will be taking on the Hall Red Devils right here at the Kewanee High School. So we hope to see you then. Not me and my partner, but the other ones, Russ and Jeremy. So, what are kind of your thoughts on the game today, aside from the controversial calls?
Looked a lot like the first game that we called. In the first half, they were kind of sloppy on offense. Couldn't really get things going. And the second half started slow again, but it got that turnover in the fourth quarter, first play of the fourth quarter, and then got the touchdown, and then the failed 2-point conversion, and then ended up fighting all the way back and getting a chance late in the game, and unfortunately falling short. But this team does battle adversity. Well, they seem to play better in the second half, like they don't come out ready or something. I don't know, but tough loss here to a winless BV team, but that's why they play the game, Jim.
That's why they play, and the defense, aside from the Erie Prophetstown game, they have given up 6 points and 8 points and 8 points today. That's a total of 22 points on the season, aside from that Erie game when they did lose 38-15. Other than that, the defense for this JV team has looked really solid. Again, this is a really young team. You said it week 1. A lot of freshmen out there. A lot to build off of, though, especially on the defensive side. They're still trying to figure out the quarterback situation. They got Isaiah Ince out there for it was actually a majority of the drives tonight was Isaiah Ince and Braden Jones coming out there on mainly passing plays. So we'll see how that all plays out in the weeks to come. So we will see you back here in 2 weeks from now. So for Jim Campbell, my partner here, Colin Philhauer, we will be back October 2nd. Thank you so much for watching your final from Kewanee Stadium. Storm 8, Riveters 6. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.